Hey guys, and welcome to the video. This one's going to be fairly short. Now, for those of you waiting for the hacking modding news, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to really get to it today, but part of that had to do with that there wasn't really much going on. There wasn't that much to report on anyway. So I thought, well, let me wait an extra day and maybe see if we get some new stuff between yesterday, Sunday, and today, but there didn't seem to be all that much to cover. So tomorrow's episode should go by fairly quicker than last week's, that's for sure. Anyway, today I wanted to focus on this. This is a new host menu by French SGK. It has a few various HENs, but they are all just slight variants of each other, starting with HEN 3.0.0 and up to 3.0.1b. And there was a tutorial that I was going to do to kind of cover this and how to set it up, because everything was going absolutely great, but the keyword here was. So let me go ahead and just cover with you why I'm not going to do a tutorial on this and why you definitely, at least for now, should not waste your time using this host menu. So we first learn about this host menu here over at Logic Sunrise, where it was posted. I'll put the link in the description in case you want to check it out. Now, in order to set this up, you do need to have your PS4 connected once to the internet. There's also a small file that you put on the USB, and that's supposed to make things a little bit easier in terms of memory and getting everything cached and all of that stuff. And this works through the user guide instead of going through your browser. And after that, you just can have the internet off and everything will work. So you don't need like a ESP8266 little mini board or anything. I would keep that USB stick in the PS4 and then just go to the user guide, and everything would seem to load up, at least at first. And then I was using the HENs, and let me show you here. See, there are 4 different variants there, with 3.0.1b being the more current one and the one that was designed, I think, for a little bit better stability, whatever. So I would launch the HEN, I would get the debug menu. Let me go ahead and launch the most current one here. Okay, so you go ahead, launch it. I just pressed it. It takes about 5-6 seconds, and then you get some notifications. There you go. And you get 2 or 3 notifications, and that's it. Your HEN is then loaded. You can then go to the debug or the settings menu, and your debug settings will be there. Let's go ahead and scroll down. And there we go. So then I'd go into the debug settings, and I did a few things here. I installed a few backup package files of a couple of my games, maybe a total of 115 gigs between 4 files, and everything transferred with no hiccups. I then tried out some games, maybe played a total of around 30 to 40 minutes or so. Everything went smoothly. I'm like, okay, this seems to be fine. But then when I would try and get back into the host menu, many times it would give me the out of memory deal, which we're kind of used to already with 6.72, but this one was doing it quite a bit. So let's see if it does it here. Even if it doesn't do it, and it's going to let me in because, of course, anyway, a lot of times I would get the out of memory here, and I would have to keep trying in order to get back in, even if I rebooted the system. But the main thing is that these homebrews don't work. At least none of the ones that I tried. The mod menus don't work either. Even simple homebrews like FTP and bin loader never work. Half of the time what happens is when you launch one of these homebrews, it will cause the host menu to freeze. You have to press the PS button on the controller and then restart your PS4. But the other half of the time, it just causes your system to crash to the point where it just turns off. And the mod menus, they never worked either. I tried it on different versions of GTA 1.00, 1.27, 1.32, and these mod menus never ever worked. And I tried different versions of HEN. I pretty much went through all 4 versions and tried to use these mod menus as well as these homebrews. And again, I never had any luck. I even went the mirror route, and doing that just caused my PS4 to instantly turn off. So yeah, a host menu is not worth anything in my opinion if you can get simple basic homebrews to work. So as of the making of this video, I still recommend the latest version from Lethal, the Sleer's Govey one that I did a video on last week, maybe Al Azif, plus Lethal's and Sleer's Govey. Those 2 you can self-host, and I like it when they're open source like that, and then you can self-host and add and take away things and stuff. But here, unfortunately, you can't do that, and because you can't launch any homebrews, and my PS4, by the way, is a late model PS4 Pro that came out in the fall of last year of 2019. Yeah, it should work fine, but it doesn't. So this, I cannot recommend it for anyone to use, because the only thing here is just HEN that seemingly works, but you can use HEN on any of those other host menus or any other ones that are out there. So this is a hard pass, at least for now. That's pretty much it, guys. That's all I have for you today. I just wanted to make you aware of this host menu, and just in case you come across any information, if you haven't already, regarding these HENs, the 3.0.0, 3.0.1 or whatever, yes, they do exist, and yes, they are unofficial. Do they offer any benefit over the latest HENs that are out there, like Lethal's 2.1.3b or the latest Sleer's Govey jailbreak? No, not really. And it's definitely not worth it using this host menu. Anyway, you know I appreciate you watching. If you found anything here helpful, informative, useful in any way, or you just want to throw some love or appreciation towards the channel, as always, you know the best way to do that is just to hit that like button, maybe subscribe if you haven't already. Much love going out to everyone out there. Be careful, be safe, but have fun, and we will catch you on the next one.